Welcome back to the King of the Course series, where you guys, the viewers, send in your 24 scale builds. I run them on the indoor course competition style, and the top 3 trucks in each class take home some prizes. Today we've got a lightly modified Class 1 C10 from Allen in Michigan. All right, let's take a look at Allen's C10. Good looking truck. This is with the gray. He's trimmed the fenders up front. I can see that. He's had the black roll bar that comes with this. Red accents on it. Sharp looking little truck here. He sent over the build list via printout. It's also got a printout of his wife's truck, which is very cool. They both got C10s as something to unwind with in the evenings. Starting with the exterior here. So I mentioned the body. This is the gray SCX24 C10. Again, he's trimmed the fenders to make room. Finally, even in stock form, the C10 has rubbing issues and can benefit from trimming with these upgraded tires. Certainly helps with this. Now, these are a 55 millimeter kind of generic tire here. They look a lot like the Proline Hyrax scaled down, very similar to the Endura rock terrains. They've got a decent feel to them. Compound's a little stiff compared to some other tires in this style that we've tried. These are mounted on these 1.0 deep dish red aluminum wheels. Opening up the body, let's take a look at this thing. So he's done away with the hood pins. We've got a magnet mount here. Underneath we can see still running the stock rails. A lot of stock components here, not a lot of modifications, but we've seen from Justin's Gladiator that a lightly modified SCX24 can be very dangerous on the indoor course. With the C10 here running the V1 electronics on this, Allen has upgraded the motor. So we've got the Endura 66 turn brush motor. Love this motor in the SCX24. This is probably my favorite brush motor upgrade. The 66 turn works really, really well. Super smooth. For suspension, he is running RC all-wheel drive oil-filled shocks. He's taken the springs out to help keep the ride height down. Underneath, Allen's done red Endura high clearance linkage. The rear links are flip-flopped. I don't know if that was by design or if that was just an error by installing them, but the linkage with the bends in them should go on the bottom, similar to how the front is done. These ones are just reversed. All right, back at it here. Couldn't let that go. Typically, I would just run it the way it was submitted, but I'm assuming that that was just a mishap and it was going to leave performance on the table. So now we've corrected it. Got the axle back straightened out here. So back to the linkage. Endura high clearance aluminum linkage, red color, front and back, looks good. Also got the red aluminum steering linkage up front. Endura stainless steel drive shafts, front and rear. Stock axle housings, front and back. No brass or anything like that. So just very minor upgrades here. He has done a servo upgrade as well. We've got an Emax servo on the front axle. All right, guys, that was it for the build. Very lightly modified here. I'm excited to see how that translates on the course. We've seen, again, from a couple other sleeper builds, it's not how much you do, it's what you do. So let's get this thing on the performance table. We'll do the corner scales. We'll do the setup table, and we'll run it and see how it does. All right, here we are on the 4-corner scale. Okay, looks like we are 54% front, 46% rear. Perfectly balanced 50-50, left to right. Total weight, just about 373 grams. Here we are on the setup table. Let's do the RTI. We got a little more than stock. Not a ton of flex on this. I'd call it 11 on the RTI. Now the side hill. $40, $45, $49, $50 right there. Now the vertical. $40, $45, $50, $55, $61 on the vertical. Nice. On the course with Allen's C10. Been running this a little bit. Fun little truck. Reminds me of the early days of the SCX24s. When you just do very minimalistic stuff. Really just enjoy them for what they are. Power plant's doing a great job. That 66 turn, like I said, super smooth. Even with the stock electronics, you can hear that ESC is whiny, that V1, but does a decent job with this motor. I'm going right into the first bonus gate to see. I got some lift there. Tires are going to struggle, I think. They're just pretty stiff. Oh, and The lack of a lot of weight up front is going to play a part in this too. Yeah, I think some basic brass upgrades up front, some brass steering knuckles, brass diff cover, will go a long ways with this truck. I have to check my endpoints on the steering too. I feel like I'm leaving some steering on the table. All right, it did turn the steering up a little bit there. See if that helps. I was really having a hard time with the steering. Just not a lot of range there on these stock axles. Been spoiled lately with all the Mias Racing isokinetics with their 52-degree steering angle. This is going to be real challenging here, I think. I can get my line. I'm going to come across almost sideways here. You can hear the rubbing on the body. Even though those fenders are trimmed, still get that rubbing from these tires. Oh, they're pushing off hard too. Oh man, I'm up in no man's land here. Yeah, the tires just are not sticking. I got to come across sideways as much as I can, but I can't get that front end to bite, and then the rears don't hold either. I bounced the wrong way there. I gave it some help over that section. We'll see how we do the rest of the way. Oh, I'm able to get a little bump there. See how it does on the decline here. Get some lift there in the back. Not bad though. You watch out for the hot tub though. About side hill. Pretty composed on the side hill. Got stuck there at the bottom. We made it out though. About Hell's Gate. Oh, got some lift there. I was hoping to keep the momentum up and cruise over the middle, but I don't know. Oh, I need that front to bite. It's on top of the shelf there where I want it. Oh, get it. Oh, try that again. Oh no, that front end just lifts. Definitely needs some more weight in the front. Oh, come back down, come back down. There we go. Oh, I don't have the grip. Oh, let's see. Okay, all right. All right, this is going to be challenging. It's going to be fun. We're going to have to work hard to get this thing around the course clean. Oh, nice. Oh, the hot tub. That's a couple times the hot tub has bit this thing. Gotta be real careful going in and out of there on the actual course runs. Take a spin through Articulation Alley one more time, then we'll go up the canyon, and then we will get ready for our runs. Trying to find a good method here. Oh, I thought I had it there. All right, had to give it some help there up on the canyon. All right, let's gear up and hit the course. Run number 2 with Allen's C10. Here we go. Run 1 was a little tricky. We'll see if we can improve. Get through our first gate clean. I'm gonna go up the bonus gate here. These tires just do not like the canyon at all. So any line that I take up the canyon is pretty much going to be a winch line, because I just can't get the grip. Listen, I need the weight, need some weight in the front end and some different tires. I think we'd have a whole different ball game. I'm gonna take the winch here so we don't waste time or sacrifice points. Found in the first run, I was trying more than I should have and I would crash, and then we'd have touch points, which really set us back. So I'd rather take the winch and be conservative. So come over to our second bonus line. We were able to get this one successful in the first run. Very clean through that one. Again, I want to avoid the hot tub. Oh, jeez. Thought I was going over on that one. I want to avoid the hot tub at all costs, because it thing will just eat it alive. Something about the wheelbase is just long enough or short enough to get hung up in there all over the place. The escalator, we had to winch the escalator last time too. I'm expecting the same thing here. I just can't get the tires to go where I want them to go. That rear end just dances over, gets us in trouble, and just doesn't stick. And I slide right off the back. They just, man, just do not hold the line. Goes to show you, like, tires are such an important upgrade. It's really amazing. All right, I'll take the winch. Get situated here for the descent. All right. That was good. You come down the chute. Oh, I was nervous about the hot tub. Let's see. I didn't flip, but I don't want to hurt this thing either. There we go. Able to muscle our way out. That was good. Through this third and final bonus gate. We got that one. All right, we'll go set up for Hell's Gate. We almost got Hell's Gate in the first run. I just got it out so close to getting it. Just got to get that front driver's side tire up on that ledge. Oh man, one more time, one more time. Oh, just like a little more bite. It's all I need. It's right there. All right, I have lucked out 3 times in a row now. So let's take the winch. Didn't have to touch it. Thankfully, it landed on its wheels each time. This descent, this is tricky. It's almost like a just point and shoot type of deal. Get on the gas and rock bounce it down. We make it. When in doubt, throttle out. Through the articulation alley, that was good. Back into our nemesis, the canyon. One more time here. This is going to be a decent run. Granted, we had to winch quite a bit, but we didn't have a lot of crashes, a lot of touches. So we should get some good points on the board for this run. Oh, I'm so close. I just got to get that front tire to bite on the top. This line is so evil. So you think you're right at the end, and then you get stuck here. I don't think we're gonna do it. I'm gonna take the winch. All right, through the gate. 552. All right, some fun runs here with Alan's C10. He's got a good base build going here. He's done some of the first mods that I always recommend with the wheels and tires, the servo upgrade, the motor upgrade, so he's headed in the right direction. Always fun to have a lightly modified truck on the course. It makes it really challenging. The C10 is one of the best performers in my opinion, especially if you start adding some light modifications. So for a near stock build, I think this thing did really well. Some of the drawbacks and some of the recommendations that I would have for this going forward, I'd change out the wheels and tires. Not necessarily the wheels, the tires for sure. Just didn't have the grip that we needed to get us up and over some of these obstacles, particularly on the canyon. Could also really benefit from some heavy unsprung weight, some brass knuckles, diff covers, bias that weight more towards the front, get that thing more planted. And finally, I think the third recommendation would be to upgrade the ESC. It's really easy now with the brushed ESC options out there like the MB100 from Endura and the brushed ESC from Mias Racing. For around 22 bucks, you can get a really high performing ESC that would really enhance the control for this build. So those things I think would take this build to the next level, but nonetheless it did perform pretty well, scoring an overall score of 5, which puts it in second place in the Class 1 rankings as it stands now. So good job here by Alan. Thanks again for sending in your truck. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the build and the competition thus far? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.